due to alarming new charges made by Jeremy Vuolo's ex-girlfriend, who has resurfaced in the controversy that has rocked the Duggar world to its core. Jinger Duggar Vuolo's marriage, which has been rock solid up until now, is reportedly coming to an end. For a long time, Jeremy and Jinger were seen as the modern Duggar couple. They left their homes in Arkansas and settled permanently in Los Angeles. They shifted to more progressive views and even openly questioned some of their previously held ultra-conservative views. But beneath the neatly choreographed YouTube vlogs and Instagram photos, was there something evil simmering? An Instagram hint that started it all. It began slowly. About 2 months had passed since Jinger last posted a picture of herself and Jeremy, according to followers. You can use subtle captions. The coffee mugs aren't the same. Just space. No noise. In all of her Father's Day posts, which included a picture of her daughters and an ambiguous Bible quote, Jinger still made no mention of Jeremy. An anonymous Instagram user then began tagging Jinger and Jeremy in deleted posts that mentioned a woman named Karina M. This was the next startling development. She was someone Jeremy had known while studying theology and playing semi-professional soccer in New York. According to the tweets, Jeremy and Karina had been back in touch at the end of the previous year while Jeremy was supposedly on a private trip to the East Coast, posing as a speaker at a ministry function. But according to these alleged sources, the trip may have featured more than just prayer and lectures. Are you Karina M? Investigative web investigators didn't spend any time. Within days, pictures of Karina from Jeremy's pre-Duggar days began to circulate. She is described as stylish and intelligent, with close ties to New Jersey and a shared background in the church and service. According to the stories, Jeremy was in his 20s when he briefly fell in love with Karina. After meeting Jinger, Jeremy reportedly experienced a spiritual awakening. But now, more than 10 years later, it has been revealed that Karina and Jeremy allegedly had intense, personal, and provocative conversations through direct messages and text messages. However, screenshots released to Reddit allegedly showed Jeremy telling Karina that he occasionally feels disconnected from his current life and that he misses the person he used to be. The public has not verified the text. Jinger's reaction. The most powerful word is silence. Jinger has left the room in eerie silence. Despite her reputation for being transparent with her fans, she has not responded directly to the rumors. However, a change in tone has been observed by many who are well acquainted with her podcast and recent interviews. She made an odd remark in a recent episode. There are times when the people you love the most are the ones who let you down in ways that you could never have possibly imagined. In addition, admirers with sharp eyes were quick to point out in the comments section that Jinger was not wearing her wedding band in a video that was posted on YouTube just a week ago. The fact that Jinger was recently spotted traveling to Arkansas with her kids, but without Jeremy, and that she has apparently been spending more time with her sisters, especially Johannah and Johanna, is even more telling. A disorganized Duggar family. It has become harder to overlook the current situation, even though the Duggar family has always made a deliberate effort to project a united front. Many close to the Duggar family say that Jim Bob Duggar is quite worried about the potential for a scandal. It threatens not just the family's meticulously restored public persona in the wake of Josh Duggar's conviction, but also the very principles they uphold. Michelle Duggar, who is renowned for being the calm peacemaker, is said to be heartbroken that Jinger might be having marital problems. This is particularly relevant now that Michelle Duggar has seen how hard her daughter has worked to separate herself from the rigid family mindset. Jeremy responded with a statement that was defiant. Jeremy Vuolo finally spoke up on Monday in a well-written message that was shared on his Instagram stories. He said, "There are always going to be rumors and people who try to divide what God has joined. My devotion to her as a wife has never wavered, and I love her with all of my heart. We appreciate the prayers of people who genuinely care about our family, who are going through some trying times in private." The fact that he used the words, "walking through some things," further reinforced for many that things are not going well behind closed doors, even though he did not specifically mention Karina. Some admirers think that Jeremy's letter was an attempt to mend the damage, especially because the rumors are becoming more and more popular on social media and in magazines that discuss celebrity news. Is divorce the next step? If the reports are true, this might be the first high-profile divorce involving all of the children in the Duggar relationship. Even though Jill Duggar and Derek Dillard have deviated from their family's values, their marriage has remained unaffected. Should they split up, it would send shockwaves through the Duggar circles and their fan base, especially if there were accusations of emotional cheating. Faith, personal growth, and the healing of wounds from toxic teachings form the cornerstones of Jinger and Jeremy's brand. Together, they have co-authored books, had a highly popular podcast, and made appearances on several talk shows. Right now, though, that whole picture is at risk. Fans exhibit a range of emotions. Right now, the internet Duggar fandom is in a state of total and utter disarray. Jeremy's hypocrisy has angered some people who feel duped by him. Some have hurried to his aid, claiming that the messages are not sincere and that the pair is only going through a rough patch. Here's a quote from an Instagram remark that read, "If Jeremy cheated emotionally or otherwise, I hope Jinger walks. She ought to receive better treatment." Someone else said, "It definitely feels like a witch hunt. We don't know anything about what's happening until Jinger confirms." What happens next? Whether or not the claims are true, one thing is for sure. The Vuolos are in a dangerous position. Whether this leads to a public divorce, a secret reconciliation, or a joint declaration ending everything is still up in the air. For the time being, Jinger is still producing her own content, and the most of her postings are about parenting, spirituality, and spending time alone with her daughters. She hasn't removed any of her earlier photos or blacklisted Jeremy. However, the once frequent posts about their romantic excursions and ministry-related events have become quiet. Jeremy, aside from his brief statement, is maintaining a low profile. No new sermons have been delivered. No new podcasts have been released. A very eerie quiet. Concluding remarks. Everything in the Duggar family's world is never as perfect as it seems. The following chapter of Jinger and Jeremy's story serves as a reminder that even the most put-together couples might have foundations that are collapsing due to marital secrets, long-forgotten ex-partners making a comeback, or hidden scandals. One of the most significant shifts in the Duggar family's